fellow pilots, this is Sgt.Stotz again. Happy to see you on the battlefield. And, I noticed some things. I've had these Molots stuck in storage forever. I haven't been using them because they were bumped. They were buffed down. They just weren't doing enough damage anymore to be competitive. But since then, in one of the last 2 or 3 updates, they've bumped them up, and I'm just now getting to where I want to test them again. So, I want to see how they do. And I've mounted them on a Haishi, which didn't even exist when I bought the Molots. So you see the levels, you see the all that, the damage on the Haishi, the damage that these things are going to produce, 970 times 3. So that's some pretty good damage. And I also want to try out one of the newer weapons, the Glory. Now, the Glory, as you can see, it has a 500-meter range. So I like to equip my robots with weapons that are similar in range. That's like pretty important to me, because I don't want to, I play on an emulator. I play on PC. So yeah, and this does pretty good damage, as you see. 13.5 thousand. That's pretty darn good. 10-second reload, 500 meters of range, not bad. But it covers it sends out an arc instead of a straight beam. What that does is it can hit several at the same time. It does have, at this level, a I believe it's a 31.2% lockdown capability. Yeah, 32%. Okay. And the lockdown duration is 5 seconds. That tends to be long enough for me to hit them with the other weapons that are on this bot, which are 500-meter Talumbas. I'd like to bump them up a little higher. In my opinion, the Talumbas don't do quite as much damage as they could. But I try to keep all my stuff at level 10, 8, 9. 8 is my lowest. And that's simply because I'm not done upgrading the Glory yet. And the reason being is the economy, as you know, has went to heck lately. So if I was to upgrade it now, it's going to cost me 17 million. Now getting past that is going to cost me 7,000, over 7,000 in gold. Well, I certainly can't afford that. So that aphid I was upgrading, by the way, is on my mender. But we won't be, I don't think we'll be using that unless I plow through these 2 bots. Mostly I want to show you how they work with this setup, with this build. So let's go ahead and get started using this build, and let's get this party started right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start with the longer range weapons, because I tend to like to start with those at the beginning of a battle, because that's when you got a bit of distance on things, unless of course you're using Vortex or something, or aphids. In that case, you can sneak up on the other side of a wall. I can start with those also. But this, I want to show you the difference. From what I've read, there should be quite a bit of difference. I was not seeing much damage at all having these mounted on my my Natasha. Doing pretty good damage, and that's damn good for a weapon that's been bumped. But as you can see, it's been taken back up, brought back up to a level where it can do pretty good damage. We took out darn near his whole shield. If every round was hitting, he would probably be dead. Let's see what's going on. Oh, we got something going on over here. So let's go ahead and get taken out now. I'm getting a little risky, but it's because, like I say, I really want to show you these 2 bots. So I would say that is a big plus on the Glory. That weapon has done very well. The lockdown happens pretty quick, but I'm not going to stay here and take a hit. They are locked down, but you got to remember when they're locked down that they still have the ability to fire on you. They may not be able to move, but they can do something. They still have their weapons. Alright. I should not have stepped out there. I'm making some pretty silly mistakes right now because I'm more involved in taking these guys out than I am my own safety. I'm sort of an aggressive player anyways. Trying to lock him down here now. Oh, hung up. That always wastes a few seconds that you usually can't afford. So, I might have enough here to hit one more guy. I'm going to try to use a jump to do it and close. Oh darn, did not make it that far. Well, anyways, there you go. And that's how those two weapons are working for me right now. Now this mender, I'm just going to throw this in here right now because we do have time. Obviously a lot of time because I kind of played really clunky there. And I'm going to see what I can do with this guy. So. Last second desperate launch. Jeez, there's some rough playing going on today. The Inquisitor. Everybody loves this guy. I'm going to do this, but basically I don't want to stay in here too long because I did not want to drag it on. I simply wanted to show you those two weapons, how much better the Molots are working. And what a blessing when it's used correctly, which I don't think I quite did that. The glory can be. Okay, somebody's, I think it's that same guy hitting me on the way. There we go. Tucked in here. Somebody after me right there. I'm gonna let this Spectre behind me launch on him. I think he wants to. Don't look at me, buddy. If I go out there, it's not going to be without a close. Oh, unpredictable. Ah, got him. That actually came in my favor. A lot of times you land up high like that, you are dead meat. You know what? I'm going to change the location here. Oh, maybe I better do it quickly and get my butt over. So here we go with the Natasha. Let's see if I can gain enough ground to help them guys out over there. Natasha's pretty big, but with the two embers and the one shredder, it works out really good. It really does. Of course, the shredder's a lot longer range weapon than the others, but that's okay. It's a couple 100 meters longer range. See, now that lockdown can really work good, but he did cloak, although it's not going to help him in a second. Okay, it's close over and we got there. So, I don't know that we have time to go capture another beacon, but it'd be nice if we could. What is over there? Well, whatever it is, he's got some longer range weapons than I do, so he is being distracted. So let's go ahead and go over there and see if we can can't lock him down. No. Hit him. But we do need to stop these guys from taking that beacon, so alright. Let's be the one that gets him under that bridge. Alright. Now let's go try to take the darn beacon back. We got one more to take care of here. I don't know if I can hit him behind that barrier. Yes, I can. He's out of there. We pretty much got our beacon back. Yeah, I love this bot. If you can just get him close enough, he can do some pretty damn good damage. Make sure I'm ready because someone is going to drop in here, I'm sure. Okay, there we are. Let's get this beacon. Oh, guys, come on. I hope I had some backup after that beacon. Rascal! Quit! Hush! Sorry, that was the dog barking in there. That's unusual. So anyways, there you go. That's a pretty good example of what those weapons can do. So I would encourage you, if you've given up on the Molots, or you lost confidence in the Glory, or haven't tried it yet, or you're thinking about getting one, I would say the Glory is well worth it. The Molots are well worth it, even if you're just going to buy one and build it up now, because those were level 9 and level 10, and they were doing pretty good. The other robots and weapons I played, you pretty much already know those if you've been playing any time at all. So take it for what it is. And again, this is Sgt.Stotz signing off. Enjoy. We'll see you on a live server.